in the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk for just a second about Ohio. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him, and he'll be brought down.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. The give is to Taylor. Makes it past the marker. Headed to the end zone. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio!
And And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside. It's Lovett. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Running inside, it's Walters. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Here we go, ready. 129. Hey, check it. 89-19 fire ball. 89-19 fire ball. Booster. Level. Ready to go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Walter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lovett. Maybe a creep. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Just too much mustard on that one, can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Bobcats will go for it here on 4th down.
Sweep, sweep. Cue, cue. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack.
Let's go, defense. Watch out. Here we go. Tight end right. Ready, go.
The run inside. It's Lovett. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They give it to him again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Ready. Red 54. Go.
Running inside. It's Lovett. To the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Ready, go.
Running the red zone. It's Lovett. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Moving out to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Might have a chance. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. With the draw, ends love it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Snags it, and there's running room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Off to the races to the right. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws it deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic.
Here we go. Ready? Booster, booster. Go.
Off play action. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Blue Devils looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8.
Sweet. 22. Where did he go?
Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to pass. He's got him still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Trying to punch it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Now the play fake. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Intercepted by Ohio. And they'll take over first and 10.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Shakes off the defender. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid.
Gonna take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Troy. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Taylor has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot.
Booster, booster!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The run inside. It's Taylor. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Let it go.
Running inside, it's Taylor. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter play. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This one's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bobcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll take it himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
The run inside. It's Walters. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. Past the 30. At the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Troy!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TV.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Van Buren. Looking left. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. Got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Wants to throw again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires quickly. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now sliding to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking for space, it's Coleman. They didn't didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he wants it all. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside. It's Levitt. Here's a little room there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lovett. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Wants to fire on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down.
Slug. Western. Where did he go?
On third and long, try to convert through the air. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback. And they're able to get him on the ground. Third down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. On third down, here's Brown. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. Now first down here in the 2nd overtime. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Brown running left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Bobcats are threatening in the red zone. Off play action on first down. Now adjusting. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ohio. That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. This quarterback part of their running game. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Might be changing the route. Hard running there. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone.
Freeze! Booster! Where did he go?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Snap in the shotgun. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Sweep. Q.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Fourth and goal for the game.
Return. Blue, 22.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab. The desperation fourth down play, and this